Hello everyone, I am Naneshwari Chidrawar. Welcome to my channel Anytime Maths. In this video, we are covering tangent of a circle. From this, we'll get to know that there is one tangent and there is one circle. Let's draw quickly whatever we know. We know circle, let's draw it. Now let's see what is tangent to the circle. Now, if I say draw a line here, then there are three possibilities. A line can be like this, completely outside of the circle. Line can be like this, which intersects the circle, or line can be like this, which just touches the circle. Okay, so three scenarios are: here this line is completely outside of the circle. There is no common point between the line and the circle. Okay, in this case the line intersects the circle in 2 points, this and this. So there are two common points for the line and the circle. This is called secant. This we will learn in next video, not in this video. Now here in this case, line just touches the circle. There is only one common point between the line and the circle. This is called tangent of a circle. And this common point is called point of contact. This point of contact is on the line as well as is on the circle. Okay, there is only one common point. Now consider the circle with center say O, and this is the tangent line T, and the point of contact is P. Now always remember the tangent and the radius at the point of contact. So this is the radius OP. They are always perpendicular. Tangent and radius are perpendicular to each other. Okay, now consider three cases. Consider a point inside a circle, on a circle and outside of the circle. In these three cases, let's find out how many tangents we can draw from these points to the circle. See, in first case, point is inside the circle. Now let's see how many tangents we can draw from this point to the circle. Any line from this point will intersect the circle in 2 points, then that line is not a circle, right? So whenever the point is inside the circle, number of tangents are 0. Now consider here, point is on the circle, so we can draw a tangent like this, right? Any other line like this intersects the circle in 2 points, then other lines are not tangent. There is only one tangent from a point on the circle. We can draw only one tangent when the point is on the circle. Okay, now here the point is outside the circle. This is the external point. Now from this point we can draw a tangent like this and a tangent like this. Okay, so there are two tangents. Any other point line from this point will not be a tangent to the circle. Okay, only two tangents we can draw when the point is outside of the circle. Understood? Now from this point and till this here, see, this is point of contact, this is point of contact. This segment is called tangent segment. This is the tangent segment and this is the tangent segment. Tangent segment drawn from the external points to the circle are congruent. This is the tangent segment theorem. Let's prove this theorem. Let's quickly draw a center and the radius here. Okay, and let's join this external point to the circle, center of the circle. Now here there are two triangles. We have to prove that this is equals to this tangent segment is equals to this. That we have to prove. Okay, now consider these two triangles. Here this is the radius and this is tangent. This is the radius and this is the tangent. Just now we have seen radius and tangent are perpendicular, right? So this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. That means these two triangles are right angled triangles. Okay, now in these two right angled triangles, this center to this point, this is the hypotenuse and they are equal. So hypotenuse is equal for both the triangles, and this side is equals to this side because it is the radius of the circle. Okay, now in two right angled triangles, hypotenuse and one side is equal, congruent. That means two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse leg test. Two right angled triangles are congruent, right? Okay, these two triangles are congruent, means the third side is equals to this side. Fine, proved. This line segment is equals to this line segment. This is tangent segment. So we can say the tangent segment drawn from the external point to the circle are congruent. Understood? Now let's solve few problems. In this problem, D is the center of a circle and C is the external point. From this point, two tangents are drawn, CA and CB. Okay, angle C is 52 degree. So this angle is given 52 degree. Then we have to find angle ADB, this angle. Okay, how to find this? See, we know that DA and DB are the radius of the circle and CA and CB are tangents. Radius and tangents are perpendicular. So this is perpendicular, this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. Now in quadrilateral ACBD, sum of all angles is 360. We know three angles, we can find the fourth angle. Fine. So 52 degree plus 90 degree plus 90 degree plus angle D is equals to 360. Okay. By solving this, we will get angle D is equals to 360 minus 180 minus 52, 128 degree. Okay, this angle is 128 degree. Easy. Now let's solve this problem. Here in this problem, O is the center of the circle and from our external point, two tangents are drawn, RM and RN. Fine. If OR is 10 centimeter, this length is 10 centimeter, radius of the circle is 5 centimeter, then we have to find MR and these two angles. We have to find this distance. Okay. How to find this? See, OR is given, that is 10 and radius is 5. So this is the radius, OM is the radius 5 and ON is also 5. Okay. Now here we have to find this side, MR. In this right angle triangle, hypotenuse is 10, one side is 5. We can find RM by Pythagoras theorem. Okay. By Pythagoras theorem, this MR square plus 5 square is equals to hypotenuse 10 square. Fine. So MR square plus 25 is equals to 100. So MR square is 75. So MR is 5 root 3 centimeter. Fine. So we got this value MR. This is 5 root 3. Now we have to find angle MRO. MRO, this angle. See, in this right angle triangle, this side is 5 and hypotenuse is 10. This side is half of the hypotenuse. So what is this angle? Side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. Okay, by 30, 60, 90 triangle, or we can say, let's say this angle as theta. Tan theta is equals to opposite side 5 by hypotenuse 10. So this is 1 by 2. Tan theta is 1 by 2. So theta means 30 degree. Fine. So this angle is 30 degree. MRO is 30 degree. Clear? Then we have to find angle MRN. MRN. See, just now we have proved that this right angle triangle is congruent to this. So corresponding angles are also congruent. So this, if this is theta, then this angle is also theta. So this is 30, this is 30. What is the total angle? It's 60 degree, right? MRN is 60 degree. Understood? Now let's solve little difficult examples. Here in this example, what is given? Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. My drawing is very bad, please ignore it. See, ABCD is a parallelogram which circumscribes the circle. Okay. This parallelogram touches the circle at EFGH. If AE is 4.5 and EB is 5.5, then find AD. Pause this video and take screenshot. Try to solve this problem on your own. Then match your answer with mine. Let's solve this together. Here, what is given? ABCD is a parallelogram. So in parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, right? AB is equals to DC and AD is equals to BC. Fine. Now, this parallelogram circumscribes the circle. Means these sides are the tangent to the circle. right? These are the point of contacts. Now from this point A, this is tangent segment AE and AH. So as tangent segment from the external point means they are congruent, right? So this is equals to this, AE is equals to AH, fine. Now here again this is tangent segment, so we can write BE is equals to BF, fine. Here from this external point this is equals to this, so we can write DG is equals to DH. From this external point we can write CG is equals to CF. Let's add these things. See, AE plus BE, see I am adding this, I am adding LHS, so we will get AE plus BE plus DG plus CG is equals to this sides RHS. AH plus BF plus DH plus CF, okay. See, AE plus BE, this plus this means it's AB plus DG plus CG means CD, right? This is equals to AH plus BF, AH plus DH, okay, adding these two, so we will get AD plus BF plus CF, so we will get BC, fine. Now AB plus CD, so instead of CD we can write AB again, so it's like AB plus AB, 2AB is equals to AD plus, again we can replace BC with AD, so this is again 2AD, so we can say AB is equals to AD. So AB is equals to AD. Adjacent sides of the parallelogram are equal, means that parallelogram is a rhombus, right? All four sides are equal. Now we have to find AD. So AD is equals to AB. AE is 4.5. EB is 5.5. So total length is 10. So AD is also 10 centimeter. Got it? Now let's solve this. See, here in this problem, AB is the diameter, C is the center of the circle, PQ is the tangent, this is a tangent, and point T is the point of contact, fine. Then what is given? AP is perpendicular to PQ and BQ is perpendicular to PQ. Then we have to prove this. CP is congruent to CQ. CP is congruent to CQ. How to solve this? Try to solve this on your own. Pause this video and take screenshot. Now let's solve this problem. See what is given? AP is perpendicular to the tangent, BQ is perpendicular to the tangent, and from this center CT is the radius, right? Radius and tangent are perpendicular. Now these three lines are perpendicular to the tangent PQ. So we can say these three lines are parallel lines. Okay. Now consider this line AB and PQ. For these three parallel lines, AB and PQ are the transversal. So there are two transversals and three parallel lines. So from this we can say ratio of the intercepts made on one transversal by three parallel lines is equal to the ratio of the intercepts made on another transversal, right, by the same parallel lines. We have already seen this property. So we can say intercept ratio PT upon TQ is equals to AC upon CB. Easy? This we have already seen in previous video. Now see, AB is the diameter, so AC is radius, CB is the radius. So AC and CB gets cancelled, this ratio is 1. So we can say PT is equals to TQ. PT is equals to TQ. Our job is done here. See, we have to prove this, CP is equals to CQ. Now consider this triangle and this triangle. In these two triangles, PT is equals to TQ. And this angle is 90 degree and this angle is 90 degree. So they are equal. And CT is the common radius for both the triangles. So for these two right angle triangles, by SAS test, we can say two triangles are congruent, right? So we can say triangle PTC is congruent to triangle TQTC. Okay. So third corresponding side will be congruent, right? CP is congruent to CQ. Hence proved. Understood? Thank you everyone. Hope you like this video and understood the concept.